Hi, it's Patsy. So I've popped on today to share with you 5 new decks that I've got. I've had these all come in the last couple of weeks, really, last week or two. So the first one, excuse me, the first one is Tarot of the Sweet Twilight by Christine Benintend. It's just a little tuck box, like this. Just trying to see who's, is it Los Gaia? Yeah, Los Gaia. Not sure what I think of these ones. I've seen them on other people's and they intrigued me. There's the backs. So I went ahead and I bought them because I did feel rather drawn to them, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, I'm working with them at the minute by pulling my daily cards with these. I put away my dream, what was I using? The Shadowscapes for a long time, so I put them away, and I'm now using these to get to know them by doing my cards of the day and journaling with them and just seeing if we can develop a relationship or whether it's just one that isn't going to work for me. I mean, I love the colouring and I love the images. I just don't know. There we go. But I know a lot of people who have this deck actually love this deck. So we will see. We will see. But on first impressions, I can't say that I'm feeling that connection yet. Maybe I just need to work with it a bit more, just need to get to know it a bit more. But that is Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. So that is one of them that I got come in. The next one is a oracle. This one is the Seasons of the Witch, the Beltane oracle. Oh, the lid's a bit stiff on this to try and get it off, but it will come off eventually. There we go. I love the backs of this deck. Gorgeous, gorgeous back. And this has got the gold gilding, but the backs are stunning. I really love it. Now this deck, I love. I connected to this one straight away. I've been using this daily since I've got it. And the reading that it gives me is always spot on. I love the book with it and the little spreads that it gives you in there, and I've tried them all out. But yeah, this is a really nice deck. I really enjoy this one, and like I said, I connected to this one straight away. It's beautiful images. The book is really good. The only thing I probably would say is on the bottom of the card you get like a little rhyme, little poem thingy. I wish it had the keywords on there rather than that little poem. I think it would have been a lot better for me personally if it had the keywords on. But it's a gorgeous deck, and that is by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz and illustrated by Giada Rose. Lovely deck, and that's not going to be going nowhere. I'm really enjoying that deck. So that's Seasons of the Witch, the Beltane oracle. So the next one is an oracle that I'm going to show you too. Now, I had Into the Lonely Woods and I couldn't connect with it. I don't know what it was about that. I love the images, but when I read in the books, you know, the readings for the day, it kind of made me feel like even more a bit down in the dumps, I think. I don't know what it was with that deck, but I love the images. So I went ahead and I bought the Gentle Creatures Wisdom deck by Dan May, the same artist. You get this little book, and then the book is written by Arwen Lynch Poe, and it's a Hay House, is it? No, US Games rather. You don't get no pictures or nothing in there, it's just there. But I have connected a lot better to this one than I did Into the Lonely Woods. I mean, there's the backs. You get your keyword on there. Some of them cards are going that way, not all of them. There's a handful that go this way, but most are in the A4, sort of, you know, that the right position, whatever you will call that, not landscape. But I mean, look at that, that's gorgeous. And I've been using this since I got it come in a week or so ago, and I love it. So gentle, but it's not depressing, or it can be uplifting. It just been spot on with me, and I've been using the spreads and that again, and pulling cards daily. Look at that one, family, isn't it gorgeous? And yeah, this one to me is going to be staying. Like I say, love the artwork, love the keywords that it gives you, love the readings it gives you, and I enjoy reading the book as well. So that one is the Gentle Creatures Wisdom deck. And like I said, I do enjoy that, so that will be staying. It's a lot smaller than Into the Lonely Woods as well. Now the next two are tarots. The first one is one that I was waiting for it to come out. It's the Tarot of the Witch's Garden by Sasha Graham, and the art by Natasha Elincic. I follow Natasha on Facebook and look at her doing her artwork. There is an issue with the printing in this copies that are out now, where I think it's the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune numbers have been turned around, but that doesn't worry me because I don't really particularly look at the numbers anyway. Comes in the Llewellyn box as normal. The cardstock is, I think they call this like a rose petal. It's quite plasticky, but it's very nice cardstock. There's the backs, gorgeous backs. I love the backs. The book that comes with it, as with all Llewellyn books, is excellent. You get your full colour image, and then you know the write up. It's got a bit about the artist and a bit about Sasha Graham. It's got lots of just trying to find lots of spreads. But what I also liked along with the spreads, like they've got spreads for harvesting magic, and then there's also spell for romantic love. So she gives you like spells to try, simple spells like the Lover's card, chai tea, cinnamon stick, peppercorns, cream and sugar, and it's just simple little spells that you can do. A spell for the home of my dreams in the spreads for family and ancestors. Fairy godmother spell for the heart and health. Transitions and past life spreads. Spell for sound night's sleep. Life path and soul evolution. Omens and augury spreads. There's quite a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of spreads there to be going in with, and it's just a gorgeous book, and a lot of it goes into quite in depth, so I'm really enjoying the book with that. Like I said, I'm loving the back of the cards. They are stunning. Like I said, I have the compendium of witches that Natasha also did, so I have really enjoyed that deck, and I'm going to work with this one with that deck actually in the next couple of weeks. I might do a full walkthrough of this once I've used it for a bit. I've done some spreads with this and thoroughly enjoyed using them, and they have been spot on. They're very intuitive, but very rider weight as well, so they're very easy to read, and like I said, they are just beautiful. I think they call this linen cardstock. I'm not very good with cardstock, but it's different to the normal Llewellyn, and like I said, it's gorgeous, very shuffleable. I think it's going to be durable as well, and yeah, it is beautiful. So like I said, I won't show you any more. There's lots of walkthroughs on YouTube of this particular deck. I know a lot of people have done that. I've seen them. I will probably come back and do a thorough one once I've worked with it for a while, to give you my thoughts, but I'm loving it so far. Now the last deck I want to show you is a little bit something different. It is a indie deck called Earth Whispers Tarot. There we go, it's this one. Get a little card on there, and it's by Angela Tubb, artist, painter and illustrator, Yorkshire based, commissions accepted. So with it, what you get come with it is just a little printout of little simple messages. You only get like a quick line of, but that was her intention. I'm going to read a little bit of what she says. You'll notice that these cards are very different to the traditional deck. So this is their story and how they come into being. She got her first pack of tarot cards when she was in her early 20s. She was natural at reading them and made a bit of spare cash doing professional readings. But as an artist, she was intrigued by the artwork and tried and failed several times to create her own deck. She was trying to be too artistic rather than focusing on the meanings. Fast forward a quarter of a century later, and they started to take shape in a very random fashion. I was in quite a toxic relationship, and doing these cards helped me put my feelings in perspective. I drew on my own life experiences, love, loss, being a non-conformist woman in a very much man's world, being an earthy, whimsical and free spirit in a world that wants to push you into conventional directions. Feeling controlled but rising against the odds, seeing the ugly side of life as well as the immense beauty, and battling depression and trying to make a difference to others. Really no different to many people. I realised the tarot cards are a story of life, and I have lived through each and every one of the meanings in one form or another. So use this inner knowing to create this deck. She then goes on to say she's changed the court cards to non-gendered and used Sage, Architect and Seeker. But instead of the fourth court card, she's used a pagan festival and have replaced the aces with a seasonal equinox to help with timelines. What you will notice in the deck is the Empress is now the Mother Nature and the Emperor is the hierarchy. So there is name changes, like I said, and the suits have changed. We've got the suit of mind, earth, heart and spirit, spirit being the wands, which could be confusing for some people if they have always considered the spirit being the major arcana. Now, I haven't been able to put this deck down since I got it. There's the backs. It's quite thin, but they're plastic. Very flexible. Very easy to shuffle, even, you know, if you bridge shuffle or anything. They're a little bit slidey, but I'm sure that'll, you know, probably ease off. But if not, I just love this deck. I'm already, can't put it down. So I'm going to go through some of them. Now, one thing I will say with this deck, there's only 250 copies of this and she's not printing no more. So I'm not sure how many units she's got left on her Etsy, but she's not doing a reprint. 250, she's keeping it to 250. And there is one of the cards in here that could be triggering. If I come to it, I won't show it. But it's the Hanged one, where they're not hanging by the feet. It's actually depicting a picture of a woman with a rope around her neck. She's not hanging, but it's around her neck, which could be triggering to people. So let's go through some of the cards. This is the Architect of Heart. We've got the Three of Hearts. Obviously, the Three of Hearts is the Pupsu. We have the Seeker of Earth, the Pentacles, which is quite, Eight of Spirit, which is the Wands. Again, Spirit of Seeker, Seeker of Spirit, I meant. Six of Earth, the Lovers, the Magician. This is the Fool, but it's been renamed the Earth Child. Then we have the Emperor, the Temperance card. And this is where we then go on to Spring Equinox. And the Spring Equinox is under Hearts, so the Cups. So the Spring Equinox is under the Cups. That takes a little bit of getting used to. We got the Eight of Heart, the Four of Hearts, Seeker of Minds, Sage of Spirit. Oh, excuse me, I've got allergies, and it's really tickling my cough, my throat today. It's quite strong today, the level, so it's really tickling. So you'll have to excuse that. So that's the spirit of mind, 3 of mine, sorry, 6 of spirit, 5 of heart. The festival of Beltane, oh dear, which is the spirit sign, so in wands, the 2 of earth. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh. The festival of Samhain, which is, is it the mind? Yeah, the mind suit. So again, like I said, then we have the 10 of earth. I'm really enjoying getting to know this deck. I've done some spreads with it, and they have been so bang on in their messages. A few times I've had to go to this to kind of get the where these festivals and wherever you are, but I think it's going to be easily picked up, and I'm really enjoying this deck. I might do a full review of it once I've used it more, but so far I've done quite a lot of readings with it, you know, different spreads with it, and each time I've come away going, wow, you know, yeah, I like this, and I'm really enjoying it in a minute. That may wane off, because sometimes I fall in love with these decks and then it wanes off. Other times it really sticks. Other times I'm not keen on them to start with, but they grow over me over time and I become to love them. So we'll see how they develop, but I will keep you informed how I'll get on with them. But yes, so that's my little mini haul, my 5 new decks that I've had come in these last few weeks that I just wanted to pop on and share with you. And if you've got any of these decks, you'll have to let me know how you're finding them and how you're finding they working with you. And I will see you all soon. Bye for now.